I think we are live. We are excellent condition. That's always a good thing to hear. Let me set up the music. There you go. Cool. Just bear with me for about 10 seconds as I share this stream around to everybody, everywhere in the world. Once it's showing up live, please. Please show up. God damn you. Why doesn't it show? Okay, there it is. Share. Copy link. Now let me share this around everywhere you go. Oh, some familiar and unfamiliar faces. You're all welcome to join. Okay, Twitter, tweeted. Next, Discord. Ba-boom. And a ba-boom. I think this should work. Video? Do we have a video? We would guess we're one viewer. One viewer? Accept. Colorado says hi. Hello to Colorado. Nice to see you here. Hello from China. Cannot be loaded. Go fuck yourself. All right, so let's do this one. Post. Geno Samuel 2.1. Let's go. And post on Discord. Everything is shared. Now I can pay all attention to you guys. I think we're all set. Okay, cool. How are yous? It's me, Geno Samuel 3. We're gonna talk. The doc was one of the best I've ever seen on the subject. Thank you very much. Lots of people said that. Going to Colorado soon. Excited for Casa Bonita. Sounds how exotic. Hello from Mexico. Hello to Mexico, Amelia. Hope you enjoyed the doc. Lord Baldy. Oh, there you are. Hello from Canada. Hello to Canada. Y'all Maple Leaf people. Like y'all. Ni hao, Geno. Hello to you too. You warmed this old man's heart with the quality of your work. Aww. Hope you liked it. Hello from Portland. Another hello from Canada. I see we're very international around these here parts, which is great, which is awesome. I actually wanted to do the stream a long time ago, except I was a bit held up with some stuff. Firstly, internet went out. Literally, I guess they were over like hanging wires before the internet cables, but the Chinese local government here has decided to upgrade and put these internet cables underground at like the way they should be really, but they weren't until now. So basically the internet line was cut, and so as a temporary thing, we got internet from another provider, and the internet cable is coming out from outside, up 8 floors, through the window, down over here, up into my modem over there, and it looks really ugly, but it's only a temporary thing before the proper landline or whatever internet thing is fully planted into the ground, and then I'll be okay again. The internet is pretty fast, I'd say. I think the download is a lot better than my uploads, but the stream seems pretty smooth. Quite happy with it. Quite happy with it, yeah. And then it's one hell of a Cat 5 run. But hey, internet. Hello from London. Hello, Ralph. How are you? Greets from Australia. Hello to Australia. Can't wait to see the one you're putting together on the Antarctica expedition. We're going to talk about that as well. But like lots of documentary subjects going on. Yeah. And then after that, are you still in China? I'm very much still in China. So then during this whole shabacle, my parents came to visit, which is great. And they just arrived back in Dublin yesterday. So during all that period of about 2 weeks, I couldn't do any streams at all as well. And now everything's going back to normal. It's chillaxing. And now we are here. Finally got the stream done. I actually wanted to do the stream basically when the views in the North Sentinel Island documentary started to dip. In case you haven't seen it, I don't know why you're here if you haven't seen it, but in any case, there might be some of you out there. Link in the description below. It's my highest viewed video yet, and wonderful response. Thank you so much, all of y'all for watching it and giving big praise for it. And thank you very much. I tried so hard. It's about half a year in the making, actually. On and off, of course, because I'm mostly focusing on the Antarctica doc plus some other stuff which we don't need to talk about at this juncture. It got so many views. It got so many views at Northern Sentinel Island doc. Congratulations! Thank you very much. Yes, I got hooked into the algorithm, which helped out things a lot. So basically, for those of you, I figured you would want to draw more attention to this channel. No, I get it. No, but like, I'm not sure how live streams on this channel will behave in terms of analytics. Maybe there'll be a decrease in subscribers. I'm not sure, because maybe you don't want to see my face live and you want to see more documentaries. So I wanted to wait until the documentary has run its course, and basically that was like a week after the upload, and then suddenly, boom, views went up again. Thankfully, because I couldn't stream anyway. So yeah, I think the deal is that before this video, I was really sporadic with my uploads and didn't upload that much, and also my videos were generally a lot shorter than this, like 10 minutes or so, maybe even less. So once this video dropped and I shared it around on my other channel, and then people started watching it, and since it's a much longer video, lots more people watch it for longer as well. And yes, the watch time increased by a lot for this channel in comparison to what I usually upload. So like, if I go to the analytics of this video, they give me some crazy stats, which I believe might be the reason why it got pushed so hard in the algorithm, because this video outperformed my usual output just by the very nature of it being a longer video than usual. So that's how I gamed the algorithm, I guess. We'll have to try it out again when I upload my 5.5 hour long Antarctica documentary. So I go to North Sentinel Island, a private paradise analytics, and says views are 51 times higher than usual. More regular viewers are choosing to watch it, and they're watching it longer, helping it to increase its reach on YouTube recommendations. So the trick is to pump out lots of short videos, and then hit you in the face with a 5 hour long video, and that will boost you in the algorithm. Because these days, for quite a while now, actually, the YouTube algorithm focuses more on watch time rather than views. Of course, the views are nice too, but if most of the audience drops out in the first 30 seconds, then it's not a good video. It's not worth watching. And by YouTube algorithm's reasoning, this prompts viewers to leave YouTube. So the longer you spend on YouTube, i.e., if you spend a long time watching a long video on YouTube, then that's a good thing for YouTube, and that's what I did, I guess. I think each channel got their own audience. First channel go crazy with Christian lives. Second channel are chilling in the music streams, etc. That's true. So we're gonna see what this is like. Island peoples are so interesting, like them, the Nicoleño of Southern California. Holy shit, Southern California! I had no idea about that, honestly. The isolated Neolithic peoples of the Canaries from a bygone era of humanity, like the Sentinelese. There's lots of native tribes around, and yeah, it's interesting. Can we just call it the algae from now on, because algorithm is an unnecessary long word to say a lot. We the viewers responded in kind. Thank you, the dude. Interesting. So yeah, when I was making this documentary, of course, this is about a tribe on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. I spent lots of time talking about the Andamanese, the other native tribes that are very closely related to the North Sentinelese. However, I don't talk anything about the Nicobarese, which is a very separate system of native tribes on the Nicobar Islands. So if you look at the map, you got the... I can probably pull up a map here, actually. By the way, what you're listening to is part of the soundtrack of North Sentinel Island. That is the soundtrack for today's stream. And yes, I do music, as you can see from the instruments around me. And if you're interested in checking out more of my music, you can please check out my music channel, Geno Samuel 3. Fuck, no! Geno Samuel, at Geno Samuel Official. You're watching Geno Samuel 3 right now. I usually promote these channels backwards, but since I'm on Geno Samuel 3, please check out Geno Samuel on YouTube for all your music needs. I do lots of different kinds of music anywhere. So, Brandon F, welcome back. The Sentinelese knock was definitely a surprise to me, but I absolutely loved it. Definitely more hyped to watch Terra Nova now. Thank you very much. DJ Delgo, how are yous? Instant stare love button. Boom. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Who are what you do? Okay, looking forward to more music streams also. Yes, since I got more Sarah Love super chat noise. That's not right. Geno had to move into an igloo to get into the field with this Antarctica documentary. That's why everything in this room is white, including the room itself. That is not true, but that is an interesting theory. So I was gonna pull up a goddamn map of the Andaman Islands. So let me quickly look and browse through my Sentinel Island folder, which is a couple of gigs at least. Let's see if we can find a map of this. I have lots of lots of photos and illustrations that I collected that I never ended up using as well. But yeah, it's a shame to have them wasted. I really can't find it. Anyway, never mind. I have a map. I'm not sure how good this is. Wait, what the fuck? Whoa! Fuck. This map is too big. Image 3. This map is too big. Very professional live stream, of course, as always on Geno Samuel 3. Stop with switching. I have a scene switcher here that's making things very difficult. I give up. I'm deleting it. You can Google it yourself. Talking about the funny Neolithic island. Do your in-laws know what you do online? Yes, they do, and they greatly support it. My name is Ian, North something Island. Oh, that's an interesting name. This is the island that the one evangelical went to, right? Yes, you're right. If you want to check out more history on North Sentinel Island, check out my documentary released very recently. Link down below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. It's the Yokai documentary guy. That is not true. Do you normally stream on YouTube? I haven't seen the stream before. I stream on YouTube, yes, but not on this channel usually, because this one was quite dead for a long time, but now I'm bringing it back to life, and it's great to see that there's lots of life left. Anyway, fucking, I was on this topic for like 10 minutes. I didn't say anything yet. Anyway, you got the Andaman Islands in a line, in the rough line basically. Right below it is the Nicobar Islands. Culturally, they are quite different. The Andaman Islands have the Andamanese native tribes. You got the native the North Sentinelese. You got the Jawas. You got the Onga, and you got lots of tribes that are basically extinct now. They're colloquially referred to as the Great Andamanese, even though there's like 10 or 12 groups contained in that moniker. You got the Bo, you got the Jangil, you got the Akabea tribe. There's more, but anyway, yes, most of them have gone away in recent years, in the past 100 years or so. The shades of white in your room are aesthetically pleasing. Thank you very much. The documentary was very good. Nice job. Thank you very much. And anyway, I didn't mention anything about the Nicobarese, which is a separate group of native tribes on the Nicobar Islands, below the Andaman Islands. It seems like they're getting along better in recent times, though I can't be quite sure. I actually did really no research at all on the Nicobarese because I did not want to make the video needlessly long, because the North Sentinelese and the Andamanese, they are quite closely related. You can see ethnically they are quite close. But I think the Nicobarese look quite different and they act quite differently, and they developed their communities quite differently as well. And it looks like they're being treated differently by their invaders. So just you can look it up yourself. I actually don't know anything about them as well. What would you say your approach philosophy is when it comes to choosing different topics for documentaries and in producing them? Is it just a matter of whatever you're interested in at the time? That is very likely as well. Yes. Emu. Canadian $2, Antarctic Doc Hype, Antarctica Doc Hype. Thank you very much for the tip. Greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, Emu. Yes, I have lots of topics ready to do whenever I have time. Sometimes it's more popular topics that don't get addressed in the right way, or at least they usually get addressed in a very biased way, and I want to give it the full picture, a more thorough analysis of what it's like. Sometimes it's quite odd things that are kind of connected to my day-to-day interests, like music. I have a couple of music docs that I want to work on in the future as well. I also have a documentary about the PMRC and music censorship, the PMRC debacle of 1985. Please check it out below. I believe that's the earliest video on this channel. It's also quite a lengthy doc, over an hour long. It's a feature length. I remember Geno held a poll once for a documentary topic viewers were interested in. That was an interesting poll, actually. I actually keep. I didn't pay attention much to that poll. That was interesting to try out, but I think I'm just gonna do whatever I'm gonna do with my documentary topics. I actually have the next script ready already. I reviewed the Antarctica doc, what's remaining to record already. I reviewed that yesterday, and also I reviewed the script for the next documentary after the Antarctica doc, and they're looking quite snazzy. It's gonna be a shorter doc than with Sentinel Island, I believe, the post Antarctica era, and after that I have like an hour and a half long documentary, which is pretty much ready as well. I mean, the script is ready. Man, I was still thinking of doing a G.G. Allen documentary series. I am definitely doing that eventually when the time is suitable for me. I'm leaning forwards a bit too much. It kind of makes me hunchbacked. It's because the microphone's a bit too low. There you go. Force myself into being a straight guy. There you go. Great. Shrimp check. Don't mind the burgers, it's fine. Frank Zappa was a dominant figure during the core speech. That's right. Lol. Anyway, do you think the Sentinelese will eventually get extinct in the next decades? I don't think it's likely, since they've survived a lot already. But you never know, huh? They survived the earthquake. Their whole island pretty much morphed into a different kind of island because of that earthquake in 2006, I believe, or 2004. And they still survived, and they're still going strong. What's interesting about these native tribes is that I don't really. How do they procreate and still look like healthy people? I know it's kind of a crass question, but like incest is an issue at that point, no? How do none of them look like Habsburgs by this point? I mean, I'm actually quite curious about this. Like they keep saying, don't make babies with your cousins and brothers, but look at all the native tribes surviving by themselves in this like closely knitted community of 100 people for like thousands of years, you know. And they still look strong and healthy. What's up? I too feel incredible rage at random YouTube personalities whose content just isn't for me and dedicate significant time to trying to make them feel sad. I'm a well-adjusted adult, totally. 13-year-olds can get a YouTube channels as well. You know, maybe that's the case. Thanks for all the content over the last couple of years. You know, randomly clicking on a Christian documentary video was a train wreck I never knew would get me to this point. Cheers. Thank you very much, Gary. What is the size of their populations? The Andamanese, for one, quite small. North Sentinelese is actually quite difficult to figure out the numbers. Some say 200. Pandit says that's bullshit. It's closer to 50 to 100, thereabouts, at any one time. I feel like inbreeding would become a much bigger issue in the future, though, given how the pops have been going so far downhill. But the populations have been going downhill because of outside influence, no, and not because of what they're doing by themselves. It's telling you have to ban... No, nah, I don't want to ban people because they say mean things to me. I just like it to not clutter up the chat by saying how much I suck. It's more of a spam issue at this point. It's nothing to do with hate. You can say I suck once and leave. That's fine, but you don't have to keep saying it 10 times a minute, you know? I mean, I guess that helps the algorithm, no? It kind of looks like it's a more active chat, but still, I'd rather you not spam so much with your hate, you know? Cool stream. I'll check the stream later. No worries. When you can, you will, if you can. Did you ever spam the find random article button on Wikipedia and find the most interesting things? I've probably done that a long time ago, but I haven't done that recently. Apologies if this is a stupid question, but how many more episodes are expected for Quick? At least 10, I'd say, at this point. Because beyond first cousins, DNA overlap becomes less of an issue, I think. Beyond first cousins. Beyond first cousins. So like... Don't just press hate towards Geno. Thank you very much. So what you're saying is that maybe there's like separate families and communities within a tribe, and they don't procreate within the same family, and they have to, you know, matchmake in between the other family groups, because that is what's happening with the Onga, I believe. The Onga who live on Little Andaman Island, they're actually, at this moment, are divided into two separate communities, one on the north side and one on the south side. I did those gestures backwards, but you got my point. And so I guess you have like communities within these tribes, even though they're so small, you know, you have these little groups that are traveling by themselves and hunting by themselves, and then don't mix up. Stone Cold is here, Geno. Who's Stone Cold? Are there any cultures on this island? On North Sentinel Island, no, there aren't. However, oh, Austin. How can I not see him? Oh, John. Okay, there you are. Do you think you'd ever do a documentary on the submarine comprehensive retrospect on the events leading up to it? No, I will not do that. Probably will not do that. Maybe I'll do it in 10 years after this whole thing is over. But yeah, I'm not really interested in profiteering off of this at this juncture. Interesting thing about cultures on these islands is that within the native communities on the Andaman Islands, there's actually a bit of discrimination against each other. You'd think there wouldn't be, but there are. People, no matter how similar people can be within a closed group, they will find something to single out the others. They will find some descriptors, some little details about another person that is different from most of the others. They will single out that person. This was a study actually done in like a preschool or something. I remember hearing about this. Maybe during my school years, is like these like 4 or 5-year-old kids were taught to hate kids with blue eyes or something like that, and you know, in and out is always a thing. Yeah, it's human nature. So within the Andaman Islands, you have beach dwellers and you have forest dwellers, and they don't get along. See, because, you know, one, I don't know, and I'm pretty sure there's a, the worst case is, of course, the groups of a tribal people who do both. The bi dwellers, if you will, who both fish and hunt in the forest, because apparently they're not skilled enough to focus on one. They have to do both. So I don't know. That happens. The Stanford Prison Experiment, another example. Yeah, it's just human nature. No matter how similar you are, someone will always point out the differences and make that very important. You think any liberals are on the island? Okay, sorry for the very general question, but do you have any favorite documentary YouTubers? And also, what are some of your favorite documentaries? Get your tribe that can do both. It's probably seasonal. Huh? I think that message was fine. I don't think we need. Do you think any liberals are on the island? No, wait, that's Can we unremove that? Sorry, John. That was to a trigger happy. I think that comment was fine. Bi dwellers, huh? That's so interesting how they divide based on whether you live on the beach or in the forest. Yeah. Regarding the research that I was doing for the documentaries, there's some facts that I can't really guarantee with any certainty. Like for example, there's some huts. There are communal huts on some parts of the Andaman Islands, and you can see photos of MV Portman standing with the tribal people there in front of them. And I cannot firmly guarantee whether they were built by the Andamanese or were they built by the British, because it looks like something that natives would enjoy. It's a very big, round communal hut with a conical thatched roof. And it seems like it's very different from what the Andamanese typically built, which are slanted roof huts, which is basically like a flat rectangular roof made from leaves and tree branches, and it's propped up against a bigger tree or a rock face, and it has smaller branches propping it up on the open side. So basically, it's quite open, but just enough to stop the rain from getting on your head. Kind of. MV Portman, not Natalie Portman. Maybe they're related. Thoughts on Sneed, Speed, and Seed, formerly Chucks? No. Is there any information you decided to leave out of North Sentinel Island doc? Yes, I've mentioned before that there's the Nicobarese tribes, which I don't know anything about, and they're not really relevant to the Andamanese. Even though they're part of the same province, if you will, of India, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Their cultures are quite different, so I decided to leave it out. There's also a record sometimes of a 1977 shipwreck on North Sentinel Island. 1977. The MV Russley was apparently grounded on the coast of North Sentinel Island in 1977. And apart from online articles saying that this happened, I have no other source for it. I cannot see any trace of it from satellite photos. No one really talks about it apart from all these online articles that propped up in November and December 2018 after the John Allen Chow incident. I have no idea what the source of this is, but apparently there was another shipwreck in 1977. But I have nothing. I have no information, literally no information about it. So I cannot guarantee whether that's even real, is the issue. So I left that out. There's are they parts on it? No. Did you make this music? It's good. Yes, I did make this music. This is the music. This is the soundtrack from the North Sentinel Islands documentary. If you want to see it in context, please check out the link down below to watch the North Sentinel Islands documentary, and drop a like and subscribe. If you're interested in hearing more of my music, please check out my music channel linked down below as well. This is Geno Samuel on the music channel. Right there it is. I do lots of different kinds of music. I do progressive rock, I do some city pop, I do some covers, I do some original songs. Lots of stuff for you to enjoy. Please check me out on Spotify and Apple Music as well, wherever you may go. It's crazy how things can spread and then you go to look for a source and then you can't find it. Yes. I hope you drop the soundtrack for sale, even if it's 5 hours long. I'm pretty sure I'll drop the Terra Nova soundtrack for sale, at least on Bandcamp. I'm not sure about Spotify. I don't want to clutter up my discography there. How many more times is that poor one going to get in the face? As a present from my parents who recently came to visit. Luck of the Irish. What kind of keyboard is that? It looks custom. Keyboard. Oh, this one? Oh no, it's not custom. It's a Chinese brand Aigo or Aigo, AIGO, model number A100. It's a mechanical keyboard. Looks snazzy as fuck. Ugh. Shit, sorry, I'm burping too much. Ugh. I ate some spicy noodles in the morning. Now I'm freaking disgusting. It looks like it's like faded white plastic from the 1990s, which is great. Very aesthetically pleasing. My light died. That's okay. It's optionally either connecting via USB-C cable, or it has a dongle for wireless connection as well. So I love the clickety-clack, and actually my dad bought one for himself when he got here because he really likes the feel of it. I highly recommend it. It's working pretty well. How many more? Okay. I think I missed some things. Peak 2000 aesthetic. Very Matrix looking. Oh, yeah. These people should be pretty valuable to the community who do both. For trade, I guess there has to be times when it's hard to fish or hunt. Hello from Ben and Olivia. Hello, Ben. How are you? Olivia, too. Thanks for stopping by. How's the progress on Terra Nova? Progressing great. I finished the principal editing on part 9 of the documentary, so all that's left is to finish off lots of the CG animations, there are lots of them coming up, especially in this part. There's not gonna be that many after part 9, and of course I have to do all the music as well. I have good ideas for it, and it's mostly gonna be more spacey, more vibey and ethereal, which is very much in tune with the topics being addressed in part 9. Do you have any bloopers compiled from the quick series? That video was the hardest I've laughed in a while. I really don't do bloopers because I just don't care about what I'm saying so much. I don't really invest myself in the words that I'm saying so much, so I don't really laugh. I just stutter. So it's not that interesting, honestly. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I was talking about how things can spread, and then you go look for a source and you can't find it. Yeah, there's some records of the North Sentinelese eating people. There's lots of rumors always about these native tribes being cannibals. There is no proof at all. Either the Andamanese in general or the North Sentinelese. They said, some online sources after the fishermen were killed in 2006 said that their bodies were like put on spikes and they were eaten, they were half eaten, whatever. Total bogus. Just to make them look more villainous, I guess. Any morbid interest on making a read-along of all Sonnet issues? I kind of like the sections where you read them on the documentary. I have something better for you. I'm currently working on Sonnet the animated series, and it's different from the Spaz Kids iteration, which was very much tongue-in-cheek and kind of like a parody of what Sonnet is. But for this one, it's gonna be pretty much the way Christian originally intended it to be, and as you know, he wanted this to be an animated series, a cartoon. That's why the comics are split up into episodes and not like parts or like whatever issues, or it's always episodes, and they have lots of these little like TVY7 quirks, you know, stuff that you usually see on TV and not in a comic book. So I'm gonna animate it. I'm gonna do AI voice acting. This is going to be exactly the way it is in the comics, except it's animated. It's something like Sonic Underground, you know? North Sentinel-y. Whew. Have you ever visited America? Yes, I have. I have visited America very, very briefly, around 9 days in total, so it's not much of an American in me. Who needs Prozac when you have Christian? That is real. Your Christian series is getting me through the most depressing time of my life. I almost killed myself, but then I realized, hey, at least I'm not Christian. Anytime I want to die, I watch a video. Oh my goodness. Things got real here. Hope you're doing well. Hope you see the value in yourself. Y'all are worth a lot. Believe me. Which states? I've been to Youngstown, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, good old New York City, New York, and I think I had a brief stop across Canada because we went to visit Niagara Falls. And that's always coming down to quick. You do such great other stuff like the dog. Thank you very much, Lord Baldy. It's amazing how a tribe can remain that long without any technological improvements. They seem to live like we did eons ago. My brain just can't fathom it. Haha. That's true. Come to Brazil. I'd love to. I'd love to, man. I love this queue. The Andaman Troubles. Come to Montana. Y'all are welcome at Ask the Ranch. If I get a couple of more dollars and a couple of more fulfilled dreams, I can buy a house in Boise, Idaho. And then I can just drive to Montana sometimes. That'd be cool. What were you doing in Pittsburgh? You didn't take the pilgrimage to Ruckersville? Ruckersville is not in Pennsylvania, though. Actually we did a brief stop over in the Amish in Pennsylvania, I believe, as well. That was part of a school tour. Have you ever thought about doing some hard edge prog music? Yes, I do have plans for it eventually, but I'm quite busy with other projects at the moment. Maybe once the Christian doc is over, I can focus more on music. And of course, this channel. I think this one has lots of potential. What's up with your obsession with Boise? I think it's a very nice place to live. I've lived in Sapporo before. I think it's very similar. It's on the same line of latitude, basically. So you get the full 4 seasons throughout the years. So the weather never gets boring. It's great. It looks very safe too. Very, very peaceful. Any interest in making a talk about the Jonestown Massacre case in the future would be great with your style. Possibly. It's possibly might fit my style. However, that documentary with the personal interviews that was done a while back. I think that's pretty much as good as you can get, really. Don't really want to do it again. Any suggestions for applying to JET? I mean, if you want to do it, do it. Don't worry, can't suggest you much. Can't guarantee that you're gonna get the placement you want. I definitely did not, but hey, it worked out great for me in the long run. I'll buy your Make America Great Again hat if you move, I guess. Okay. My first bagpipe teacher was from Boise. Nice. Speaking of music, regarding the music of this documentary, do you like ska? No. Dang, only just saw this. No worries. We still have a bit to go. When I was first researching the documentary and writing the script, anything special in the way? No, I really don't care about tea. I just drink it. Water tea, damn good. Music stream went a bit later. So when I was first researching the documentary and writing the script, I imagined in my head that I would use like elements of Andamanese music, Andamanese tribal music, as like a little theme in the soundtrack of this documentary, kind of like being influenced by their tribal music and like kind of inject some elements into my music. However, when I searched long and hard for Andamanese music, I could not find what I was looking for. As far as I can tell, the Andamanese don't even have their own musical instruments. Not even drums or like wind instruments, anything like that at all. Portman himself actually wrote a paper discussing his research on Andamanese music. and mostly consists of singing, actually. There's lots of songs. They're quite short and they're repetitive, but songs do exist in Andamanese culture. However, look at the sheet music. It's literally one note, maybe deviates sometimes by a semitone, even half a semitone. It's like, oh shit, I really can't use this in my music. Did Michael Rockefeller come up in your research? Oh, that's the guy who went to the tribe. No, he didn't come up in my research. He's not relevant at all, at least for this. So it's kind of just chance. Yeah. As you can hear from those couple of songs that are left in the end credits of the Andamanese tribes people singing their songs and having them recorded, you know, this quite monotonous, literally monotonous. So I really could not use that kind of stuff in the soundtrack. It's kind of chance. There's a bit of call and answer sometimes as well, but mostly it's about songs about what you're doing in daily life, basically, which is, I think, kind of common with tribals. They're big into Britney Spears. I really doubt that. Do you think they will be social? They will be social again if we blast Prince's music to them? Some of the Onga and the Jarwas have used radios, at least in the past, you know, because there are donated lots of things by outsiders and researchers just to see what they do, I guess. And they have listened to Indian music playing over radio. That was quite funny. But I did not want to fall to the stereotype of making native tribe sounding music when it's not really relevant to the tribes that you're addressing. Like, I saw this documentary one time about the Jarwa, I believe, that was made by Euronews, possibly, or BBC News or ITV News. I can't remember which one it was, but it was like an expose about the struggles of the Jarwa, which is fine. It's a good topic. And then the host was like, yada yada yada, one of the most mysterious tribes in the world, one of the least contacted tribes in the world, the secret world of the Jarwas. Fucking congas. Fucking, it's really insulting, honestly. It was racist and insulting. They're making tribal drum music when it's not even relevant to the tribe you're talking about. Sounds like you grew to respect the Andamanese during your research. Is that true? I never disrespected them. But like, I did learn a lot. I sat down and I learned. Definitely. How do you make the music? Do you have music in your head while you edit the video? Sometimes I do. For the opening sequence of the documentary, I had the music in my head roughly. This synth marimba-like echoey. That's all I had in my head, really. And when I'm making the music, I first edit it. First edit all the narration, then I do the visuals, all the picture moving, and all the computer graphics as well. And then last comes the music. I usually pick out like a scene, if you will, like maybe a 2 or 3 or 4 minute sequence that's like kind of like a mini story contained within the documentary. Like it has a start, a middle, and an end roughly, or like it talks about a certain topic before it moves on to a different topic. So I kind of select this scene, and it's like, okay, 2 minutes 31 seconds. Let me just fill up this space with music. And that's how it goes. Largely, it's improvised for the first instrument, and then once I got the first instrument down, I can just add a bass layer and a little melodic layer on top of it. Do you like Depeche Mode and or Akira Yamaoka? I've not heard of Akira. Don't like Depeche Mode that much. and I might be reviewing the latest Yes album if I have time. Hard question to formulate. Seems like no matter what, you fall into some trap of stereotyping or infantilizing native people even when you don't mean to. Yeah. Sometimes fantasize about infiltrating the island as Rambo or the Predator, picking off the island just one at a time. Dude. That's a bit harsh. When's the next music stream, bud? Soon-ish. I cannot confirm when or where. Where is probably here. It's probably the same room as always, but I cannot confirm the when. Is the music over? Yes, the music is over. I've talked for 45 minutes. That's the entire soundtrack. Anyway, let's move on to the PMRC soundtrack. Let's go. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have that many cues for the PMRC documentary, which is interesting. Maybe because a lot of it is the actual PMRC court appearance without music. Akira Yamaoka is the composer for the Silent Hill series, the ones from Japan anyway. He's very good and respected by epic gamers. Nice. Silent Hill is sick. I'm not very good with horror games. Hello. Hello, John Denver. What do you think about Radiohead? Never listened to them really. Explosive Decompression. How are you? Did you just get the notification? We like the North Sentinel Island docu. Thank you very much. This could be a bit higher. John. Just got home. Oh. Good reason. Frank Z and D. That's right. Interesting documentary. You should check it out. PMRC. Ever done a model kit? Interesting question. I really do want to though. I'm really interested in miniatures, and if I had the capabilities, if I had the space, and if I had the time, if I had the money to not do anything else but make model kits, I would love to make miniatures for these documentaries. Partly instead of the computer graphics made by Blender. That cue for the basement in Resident Evil was only bad because they used the wrong instrument, a cheap Casio caliber horn sound. Oh, I know that cue. Did they actually use the wrong instrument? Or was that an artistic choice? Like, no one caught on because it sounded fucking stupid? Because, in case you don't know, even I know about this. It's so fucking stupid. In the Resident Evil game, it was played originally intended and it's very... No, seriously, if you play that MIDI with the right instrument, it sounds fucking creepy as hell. The way it should, honestly, instead of those farty trumpets. Oh god, Resident Evil basement theme. Mansion basement. I cannot believe what this sounds like, and this was in the actual game. Like the whole... I imagine the whole game is fucking creepy and ethereal and ethereal. And then suddenly you get this in the soundtrack. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm so sad. Wah wah. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. Nick Willick, this is for your Boise House Fund. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, Nick. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. How does it sound with the right instrument? Let's look up the remake. No. The fix. I want the fix, not the... Oh god, someone actually covered it with live trombones. I gotta see this first. That bit killed me. Okay, anyway, let's go to the remake. I believe this is the right one. No. Oh, okay. So this is the original, and now here's the fixed version afterwards. And that's the point of this. Okay, this is the change the instrument. And I think he transcribed. Yeah, he transcribed it, and there you go. There you go. There you go. That's the Resident Evil that I know and love. That's a good soundtrack, honestly. Brass ensemble of time too, but every horn is busted. The instruments you use greatly impact the music you make. Kind of sounds like a stupid statement, but honestly, stuff that I make on a piano sound, I'm not inspired to make something like that, you know? If I had that sound in my system, I would make something like that, or you know, other creepy stuff as well. But like, you can't make that. You can't make a piano sound creepy like that. The same as you can't. There's some songs that I make, and I've come up with only because I've been playing a guitar. You know, if I was playing like doodling around a piano, I would not come up with the songs that I come up with when I'm doodling around on a guitar. Like for example, "It's Not You, It's Not Me." Guitar song. A lot of at least of And Vienna, the album. A lot of my And Vienna album is because it's because all I had on hand at the time was an acoustic guitar, and the songs I made because of the instrument I was playing, and the way that you can move your hand and create these funny chords, and you can't make them. You stutter away. You can't make these kind of sounds playing on a piano because your fingers move in a different place, and the very structure of a guitar is wildly different from a piano. Besides, if you want to check out more of my music, please check out my music channel, Geno Samuel. Link down below for all your music needs. I'm available on Spotify and Apple Music as well. I do lots of different kinds of songs. I do originals and covers, anything you like, really. So please check them out. Damn, we're good. Anyway. Do you think the Sentinelese Islanders predate Christ? Possible. Does your keyboard bend notes? Not anymore. I had to sell the other keyboard when I was moving to China, so I have a really nice piano, by the way. Really nice. It's great. The action is awesome. It really feels like I'm playing a piano. It's a Roland PF 300X or something. And anyway, stereo love slaps. Thank you very much. But I cannot do the funky stuff like I don't have a mod wheel, and I don't have a pitch wheel either, or a pitch joystick. So all I can do is bend notes while I'm editing the MIDI in my DAW. I don't have to bend notes all that much anyway, so it's not a huge issue. But yeah, sometimes it limits creativity. Playing the piano strings with a guitar pick can sound creepy. Oh, the piano strings with a guitar pick. Oh yeah, that's definitely that's true. Andres Gonzalez, Cabbages 10 out of 10. Thank you very much. Do you think the Sentinelese could have made a better basement theme? No. They could not have. And it is possible that the Sentinelese Islanders predate Christ, or all those natives on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands probably have been there since at least for 2,000 years, or maybe even more, because like, how did I get there? they're not mold, you know, like there's no like decomposing waste on the ground and suddenly mold grows out of it and mushrooms grow out of it. Like natives don't grow out of it. They had to come from somewhere. And you know, judging based on their looks, it seems like they may have traveled a long time ago from Africa. That's very possible. There's an actual term for natives that look like that, with those with that kind of physiognomy. I can't even say the word actually. I believe it's been kind of discontinued because it sounds like the N word, like a little N word is what they're called, and I can't say it here. Or they might be called pygmies, which I'm also not quite sure how accurate that is. So forgive me, I'm not quite sure of how out of touch that term is, because it sounds like bad, but it's not as bad as the little N word. Like this is the term reserved for the Andaman Islands tribes, the Nicobar Islands tribes, lots of Polynesians as well, I believe. I play my China cymbals with a cello bow and it makes crazy sounds. I can imagine, yeah. I want to try that out. Pygmy are real people? Bella grew out of the mold. But yeah, people move around, huh? It's amazing how they live for so long. And they haven't changed all that much. There's some controversy I heard in the comments about where do the Sentinelese get their iron for their iron-tipped bows and arrows. I don't think you need to iron-tip a bow though. Iron-tipped arrows and iron-tipped spears. I said that it's possible that they salvaged them from shipwrecks in the nearby area, because there were lots of ships in the area already. They're probably even kidnapping Andamanese islanders and using them as slaves. That's also possible. And I mentioned about pirates visiting the area as well. There could be shipwrecks from that time, or they may be smelting iron in North Sentinel Island. I really don't know. Submarine wreckage, possible. Salvaged from plane crash debris. All right, okay, all right, okay. I see how it is. Great cue. I like that. Iron sand in the rivers. That's a thing. It's crazy how the Sentinelese are arguably better off than the other nearby islanders because they've been so hostile to visitors. It's not... It is a very... I'm just considering how to phrase the sentence, how the statement. It's just the arrogance of some cultures to believe that they're the best, and there's no better than them, and that's definitely the case for the British Empire back then, and definitely I believe the Indian government also felt that way, possibly. At least a lot of them did. And that's why they were encouraged to prompt to teach the Andamanese of the proper way to live by learning English, by being their servants, you know. Sometimes, in some cases, it really depends on the culture. Sometimes there's good to be learned from people that you observe as your superiors. Not in every case. In Japan's case, that was definitely the case, because after they were decimated during World War II, they definitely looked up to America, to these greater powers that they saw, and they were, encouraged to follow their lead, because, well, they beat us. They got to know something we don't, and they advanced for the better. Some cultures can't handle that kind of stuff. Been in a pretty bad place the past 2 years, but these streams and your other content always makes the bad vibes melt away. Thanks for everything you do. Thank you very much, 2P. Good times are right around the corner. Believe me. Thanks for always sticking by. Maybe the Sentinelese and other real natives will rule the world one day. It's possible. Maybe all our dependence on technology and living under a concrete wood roof, maybe that will be our downfall one day, and the Sentinelese will rise up again. The Sentinelese and the other native tribes all around the world, really, it really feels like they know something we don't. It's like they're more in tune with the earth, more in tune with nature. And I think that's helping them a lot. They're taking the riches from the earth instead of having it manufactured, and that's what making them live a better life, at least for them. I really do feel like we lost something that that possibly animals can feel when the human race started talking, using words. Like, you know, we have too many senses. We have too many ways to communicate. Too many distractions around us that we lost our ability to see the bigger picture. Maybe we even talked telepathically once, a long time ago. Maybe we could hear thoughts of animals. We could feel the instinct of trees and plants. Maybe we saw the auras of poisonous plants, or of healthy plants. We can't see that anymore because we're too reliant on words and not on vibes, the vibes of Mother Earth. Have you ever felt like you're being watched? Exactly my point. Sometimes those instincts come through. You just know that someone's looking at you. How the fuck do you know that? How do you feel that? How do you feel the weight of someone else's eyes on you? You can still hear thoughts. Tribes in my country go to public places to stay because the government and industrial farms took their land. Yep. They're real independent, knowing all things to eat in their nature. Yep, instinct. What is instinct? What is your gut feeling? How do you get those things? Are the plants around you telling you, no, it's a bad idea, don't go there? Are you feeling negative thoughts of the people around you? And the thoughts are all telling you, no, don't be here. Haven't been hunted. You can remember that wrong just by staring at someone else. You're feeling the eyes looking up surprised, like you're a sight to behold. Oh, okay. You're feeling the eyes looking up surprised, like you're a sight to behold. That's, of course, a lyric from my song, City Lights of Tokyo. Please check out my music channel for City Lights of Tokyo and the rest of the Cabbage album. Highly recommend it. It's one of my most popular albums. It's a real a synth poppy album. I think you'll like it a lot. Check it out. Geno Samuel, the music channel. Link down below. Anyway. Like spatial awareness. I love that I have a music channel shill button now at my disposal. I love it a lot. Special awareness, spatial awareness. Well, Kenshin OST covers. That is not what I do. What is this cue? I've never heard this. Is this in the documentary? Let me see. It's too quiet. I can't hear it. Okay, this is the start of the PMRC hearings, and that's the cue. Okay. We're all agreed that they're hiding treasure on the island, right? I've seen the thumbnail of that North Sentinel Island video on YouTube of like this giant hole in the middle of the island. And there's lots of articles as well. There's lots of information dissemination that I had to do to make this as accurate as possible. Informative, yes. Get as much info as possible, but also make sure you get the right info. Because so many sources online and in videos do not have the proper sourcing for North Sentinel Island. I've seen videos saying, oh, exclusive drone footage over North Sentinel Island. Most uncontacted tribe in the world. And they're clearly South American. And there's also, of course, articles and like thumbnails as well. These are the North Sentinelese. And just a group photograph of the Jawas. Fuck you. Isn't there an island in the Bahamas where there's a treasure hidden under a booby trap and everyone who has tried to retrieve it has died? Apparently that's a real thing. I've seen a documentary about it, I think. What have I missed? You must be getting angry, I guess, but it's you just got here. It's a shame. I'm almost on my way out. It's a bit too. Synth fart. I got about 6 minutes, which is perfect. Are you still in China? Yes, I am still in China. He's screaming, yes. New footage of North Sentinelese. New footage of North Sentinelese shows downtown New York. Oh yeah. Thanks for the video on North Sentinel Island. It was generally the best video on the site. I've seen it in best video on the site I've seen in a while. Hope you keep putting the same effort into different projects. Is it too late to ask? Please ask away. No worries. Yes, and thank you very much. You're in Shanghai? Holy shit. I was in Shanghai like 2 days ago. Imagine judge clickbait over a topic you co-opted for earning cash. Woo! 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 You're back, Burger Boy. Happy to see you back. Looking forward to the Polar Doc. I am so looking forward to finishing that. Not only because I've been working on this for over 2 years, but also I just want people. I want people to see this. How many more videos before it gets to that event? Possibly 5, honestly. The next video, part 77, is already around a year before it. Because apparently not much has happened in the Krista's life ever since she got possessed by Sonichu, which is great. Great. I want to get that over with as well, as soon as I can. That North Sentinel doc got me more hype for Terra Nova. Thank you very much, Kai. Greatly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe for more Terra Nova talk. Can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Holy shit. Have you ever had to restart an entire documentary from scratch because something happened that changed the entire story? No, luckily that never happened. However, during the very late stages of the script writing process for the Terra Nova documentary, I came across this research article that's titled something like "Why Didn't They Ask Evans?" And it's concerning the Terra Nova expedition's second-in-command, Lieutenant Evans, who later became commander, later became like a fucking general. I don't know, he was a war hero later in life, but during the expedition he was quite a sleazeball apparently. And holy shit, once I read that, I was like, this is the thing that was missing from this documentary. It was like this almost villain character. Lots of it is speculation, of course, but it's not unfounded speculation, and it's not unfounded hate. There's lots of people, pretty much everyone hated him basically, and there's got to be a reason for it. So I addressed Lieutenant Evans quite negatively in the documentary, and good golly, Miss Molly, if I ever got a chance to work on the Netflix miniseries about Captain Scott, boy howdy, I feel like Lieutenant Evans would be like an antagonist for it. Miss Lost Streams, what made you go to China? My fiance. So yeah, so once I discovered that research paper, I added lots of details about Lieutenant Evans, like into previous pages, and I tried to work it in there. Yeah, interesting character. The full Terra Nova documentary script, excluding the research source page, it's 68 pages in total. Average for a Christian doc is about 9 pages, so that can you can extrapolate from that and just kind of estimate how long this will be. Currently, at the end of part 9, I think it'll be like 4 hours and let me just be 4 hours and 17 minutes so far. I still got part 10, 11, and 12. I believe it's just those 3, and they're not that long either. They're probably all 3 together are as long as part 9. Part 9 is pretty long. Maybe even shorter than part 9. So it's going to be over 5 hours, between 5 and 5.5 hours. I'll give you more updates later on. Tools ask a good question. Let me see. Do you have any trouble getting a visa to China? Last I heard, unless you are a native English speaker, it's near impossible. Good question. You got to know the right people on the inside is what I'll say. I guess I can pass as a native speaker because even though I'm not technically, I do have Irish citizenship, so that bumps me up, I guess. But yeah, it's not easy. Even for a tourist, it's not easy. My parents had lots of trouble getting in here because China apparently doesn't want bad eggs in their basket. Funny how Geno has had a fiance for 2 years now. I haven't. Literally have not. It's been less than 1 year, actually. Hello, ni hao, friend. Great to see you and everybody. Nice to see you too, Napfree. Passport doesn't say what your native language is, though, does it? But yeah, there was some trickery involved. I'm not gonna lie. That got me in China. Damn it! The music ran out. Let's just get over to let's go to the Terra Nova doc to finish up this stream. If there's any more questions, I'd love to answer them. Great video and happy 21st birthday, Geno. I'm not 21 yet. That's next year. That birthday stream was lit. It's not on YouTube. It is on YouTube. It's unlisted though. If you go to my if you go to any of my more recent public streams, they're still up on my music channel. Music channel Geno Samuel. Please check it out on YouTube. If you go to the description, I believe there's a link to the playlist of all my music streams. I unlist lots of them. I just don't want to clutter up the channel with music streams. But if you go through it, I'm pretty sure you're gonna find it. Never knew you weren't a native English speaker. You have really good English. Thank you. Have you got the Rickenbacker bass yet? I was considering getting it. When I moved to China, I had to sell all my instruments basically, apart from this Gretsch, which cost more than anything else I own combined. So I had to keep this, and I sent it over to China in this Gretsch guitar case, which costs more than most guitars in the world actually. But I got this instead. I want the Rickenbacker 4003. Is it a lot? I want it a lot. However, it is quite expensive, quite high maintenance as well. Especially in China, I don't want to risk that kind of shit. So I got this Ibanez because every time I saw this sort of Ibanez bass, this either this model or something similar, it just sounded like Geno Samuel to me. I haven't slapped in a while. Visiting China used to be a lot easier around 10 years ago, at least if you're American. At least I think that's how it was. Definitely. That is the difference between President Xi and the guy before that. The fretless version of that bass is epic. I'd like a fretless too. Unfortunately, at this point in my life, I can't really afford to have too many instruments right now. I might move around in the near future. So I just don't want to pack all this up and send it away somewhere else. Away, you know. Once I'm more settled down, I'm gonna buy more instruments. There's anger in the water. My guitar. I've never heard about the Terra Nova expedition until seeing your trailer for it. I can't wait to watch the doc when it's done. It seems so interesting. Study of man. Love reading about things like that. That is very, very true. Careful what they say about China / the president. They are watching. No, they're not. So at least I hope they're not. Is there any pushback in China from you being a foreigner, like people treating you differently, badly? No, badly is... That's very differently, yes, because everyone keeps staring at me because they've never seen a foreigner before. At least in my area. In Shanghai, no one really notices, I guess. But yeah, in this small little village, oh boy howdy, people look at you like Tom Cruise walking down the street. It's not bad though, it's just curiosity and pleasant smiles. And lots of people reach out and say hello, which is nice. Geno's a party man, don't worry. Why doesn't Chris Chan have a Wikipedia page? Chris Chan is blacklisted from Wikipedia. It has been decreed by the moderators that Chris Chan is not allowed to have a Wikipedia page, at least until they're dead. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Ethereal music, I love it. I actually didn't originally plan to make the music for North Sentinel Island to be all synth based again, like the Terra Nova documentary, but it just turned out that way. I do use more updated synth sounds though, because the whole mood behind the Terra Nova documentary is more like analog synths of the 70s and 80s. That's the general mood of it, because I think they sound really cold and lifeless. And I think it works really well with the Antarctic environment. Chris's health can't be great. Think he'll be around for much longer? People have been saying that Chris would die by the age of 30. Chris has good genes. Bob lived until he was, what, 80? 84 or so? It's like the chill part of a Bethlehem track. You kind of look like my youngest little brother. Loved and loving the music, by the way. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for all your music needs. Please check out my music channel. I'll send the link down below. All right. Anyway, so I guess we can wrap things up right now. So thank you very much for checking out this stream and checking out my channel and checking out the North Sentinel doc. Like and subscribe. If you haven't seen it already or you want to see it again, please feel free to do so. It's my most recent video. Also link down below for all your... Okay, this light is dead. Have you ever considered getting a Squire by Fender guitar? Their new classic vibe stuff is really great. I have a jazz bass and a P bass version, all along with a couple of Telecasters. I did have a Fender... No. I had a Squire Stratocaster. That was my first electric guitar, and I had to sell it. But yeah, they were fine. To sell their instrument, no, did not sell them to fans. However, I did sell my Warwick rock bass to a professional double bass player, actually. So that was cool. All right, now would be a good cover. You can just keep it permanently locked like they do with the other high-profile articles. You can get Squires that are unique to China. California series, I think they're called. California series. The California series of Squire guitars that are only unique to China. That's cool. The Squire Telecaster is amazing. Fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Anyway, let's close the stream. The Terra Nova documentary. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can make it for June-ish. It has been updated for July-ish. Largely, because my parents came to visit, so I had to accommodate for them. So hope you can understand. But yes, I'm getting very close to finishing the documentary. Born TKO. Bye, Gene. Good luck. Good luck to you too. Good luck in all your endeavors. Hope to keep the documentaries in your soul alive. It doesn't really work the same way as like keep your music alive. Anyway, is there a trailer teaser for the new doc? Yes, there is. I'm pretty sure it's the first video on my channel page. Like if you no birthday yet. Yes, it's the Terra Nova. I have a couple of previews up. I have a Terra Nova teaser trailer and a Terra Nova The Men of the Hut is a 9-minute clip from the upcoming documentary. Please check those out if you're interested. I don't want to reveal too much information about the story. I just want to keep it more surprising. I don't want to give away too many details about. That was odd. Anyway. Anyway. Oh no, Taiwan is attacking. Oh no. Anyway, Roland was a warrior from the land of the midnight. What the hell is... What is happening? Oh god. I'm getting dizzy. I think they did hear me. They corrupted my files, and now I'm infected with a computer virus. Holy shit. Anyway. I hope that glitch is not in the documentary. I'll have to listen to that again. I don't want to, but I think I have to. What the hell was that? That'd be a shame if... I'll just re-render it anyway. It's fine, whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you want to read up more about the Terra Nova expedition, you can. It's up on Wikipedia. You know, you can get a pretty good outline of what happened, though I go into pretty intimate details. I use lots of sources for it. So yeah, it'll be an interesting documentary. It'll probably make you cry. It made me cry just reading the goddamn script. So yeah, look out for that. So anyway, God, I still feel dizzy. Jesus Christ. So thank y'all for watching, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Can't guarantee when. I'll guarantee where. Probably from here. Anyway, hope you keep safe. Hope you take care of yourself and take care of someone else. Until next time, sincere thanks for fun chats and super chats. And I'll see you next time. Bye 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 bye. TTFN. Toy Tools Fun National. I don't know what that means. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Ta-ta for now. Oh fuck. I just got that. Did you see the Nichols tape? Don't know what that means. Bye 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 bye. Goodbye. Bye 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 bye. Bye 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 bye. Creepy music though. Bye 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 bye. I don't know which camera is the active camera. Bye 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 bye.